chanting, channeling Erik's hour of enlightenment.
Hello, people. How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing very well. We've got our wonderful Pamela Aaralyn here today. We just had a YouTube live yesterday. It was wonderful. And Pamela introduced me to a healer whose name is Jen. Oh, God. Her last name starts with a W, and that's all I know. But I have the excuse of being old. What's her name? Where?
Jen Ward.
Ward. Okay. I got the first three letters right, so good on me. And I can't blame Mercury on being retrograde, so damn it. I was close. So anyway, she's going to be our guest the next time Pamela's on, which is in 7 weeks. Anyway, so she's got a lot to talk about. But today, since, again, a lot of us are struggling out there because these are challenging times, and almost every commercial says that, by the way, in these uncertain times. I hate that. Because you know what? I'm sick of us, these commercials, saying that we should be living in fear, okay? I don't like that. We should be living in love. We're eternal beings. What the hell can happen to us? Seriously. But I know it's easy. I mean, I fall into that trap too. All of us do. But anyway, this entire hour is going to be devoted to you guys, okay? I sound like the Target lady. I say Target. Oh, I'm the Target lady. Welcome to Target. Instead of devoted, I said diverted. Okay. If you don't know that, it's Kristen Wiig on Target. No, on SNN. Okay. Now, here's the rules for Pamela, and we have to respect them. We can't answer any questions about health because there's a liability there, right? And we're not going to be able to get messages from deceased loved ones because, it takes a lot of time to really get them. You guys are just totally surrounded by so many loved ones. And, you got to hone in like a radio dial, to get the right one. And there's always a chance she might dial into the wrong one, and that can be very upsetting, right? And time questions are so difficult because, there is no linear time where they are. Okay? A linear time is a human construct. It doesn't occur in the spirit world. So anything with a win ain't happening. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And by the way, hi, Erik, I love you. And Pamela, of course, I love you too. So without further ado, you guys ready?
Mom. He's like, no, Mom, I just want to say I love you. And yes, the portals, yes, but don't forget about vortexes. They're just as important.
Yeah. What's the difference between them? I know that Erik said to you, look up, Pamela, look up, and showed his portal, and I asked, does it look like a butthole? Well, what does it look like?
It looked like an upside-down ice cream cone, and he was like, he said, for me, I have to, surf this vortex, and there's, a bunch of other spirits in here. He said, and I have to kind of kick them out, to be able to talk to you.
Wow, so if it was looking like a butthole, it'd be like the Butthole Surfers, that group, right?
He's laughing.
I could go on and on. So is that, when you mean his vortex, is that where he comes out from the other dimension?
Yeah, and he just merges with mine momentarily so that we can be on the same frequency. And sometimes I have to merge with his frequency as well. So vortexes allow both people and dimensions to kind of be in the same place at the same time.
Ah. All right, so what is the actual difference between a portal and I know all portals are not bad, but we'll go into that later because I just had a session with Michelle Gray about it. But what's the difference between a portal and a vortex?
Portals go one way, and they're coming at you. It's only one. They are designed for you to go somewhere or for something to come to you.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
And
that's why they're good portals, because some good informational, good streams of consciousness can come to you. Mm-hmm. Right? Yep. That's so cool.
But with the portal, you are aligned to what you get. So wherever, your biggest thought pattern is, and that will support the frequency or the energy of what is going to come through your portal. So it's always important to be aware of that.
I got it. That's interesting. But when you close a portal and, shut off the bad boogeymen from coming in, of course there could be negative entities, but also negative energies, right? Is that right?
He says yes, and they're also attracted to what you're putting out. So there must be something, that you're aware of or that you're not. If it's some deeper level of your mind process, that you're not aware of, that you need to pay attention to, or it's just going to open itself right back up.
Right. Well, what if I am closing the portal for somebody and seal it up for good? That doesn't always work, I guess. It depends on the person.
It depends upon the connection between your belief system and that person's belief system. What you guys both feel and believe.
But then what if some negative entities have already crossed out of that portal, and then you close it? How do you get them out of there? I tell the person
he said, open up another one. He started laughing and he goes, open up another one. And then he showed me this image of him kicking the butt of some monster-looking entity, and he's like, and kick it back in.
Uh-huh. Or I just tell, hey, Metatron, kick their ass into the light, or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions about that. Anyway, let's go on to the first caller, who is somebody from the 630 area code. Hi there. How you doing? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to unmute them. I have a busy day closing portal, guys. It's so hard. Okay, and one of the hardest was Christine's dog, Gidget. Oh, my God. Okay, that took 3 hours. Seriously, it's still not done. Hi there. How are you?
Hi, good. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's your first name?
My name is Dion.
I've always loved that name. Where are you calling from? What city?
Thank you. Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago. All right. So what have you got for us, darling?
I'm looking for clarity in a relocation.
Okay.
Erik,
okay, go ahead.
Erik says to you, so you're kind of throwing too many dice on too many dice on the table. So if you're playing a game and you're trying to win, and say there are dice involved, you don't take all the dice from your can and just be like, let's throw them all out here and just hope that one randomly lands somewhere. There's too many situations that would be fluctuating for you financially to make one of these decisions, and then the other decisions depends upon family or lack thereof. And then there's another decision that's kind of floating around that doesn't make any sense, but in your heart, it's the place, and your mind keeps going, but money, but this, but family, but, and he's giggling at you. He said, often that is where we need to have the courage to go. And then our spirit guides will tell us later. He said, so you can hold me to that. You can tell me to tell you why later. And I will even come in your dreams and try to give you the answer if you ask me to. But you got to ask me right before you go to sleep so that I can get through your head. But I need you to understand that sometimes when Spirit's speaking to you, it's not going to always make the most sense. And you got to take a risk and just go where your heart tells you sometimes, even if it doesn't align with all the other dice on the table.
Wow. Interesting.
It's not easy. There's something she needs to do, but it's there's too many factors involved. And then there's something way outside of it. And she's like, oh, no, that would be selfish. That's the one that's the right one.
Wow.
It would be selfish?
Yeah, there's a place that's kind of in the back of your situations, but you're not really looking at it like it would make sense financially, or it would make sense for people around you, or it would make sense for others. This choice is for you, and this is the right choice. So he doesn't want you to think it's selfish to make a choice for you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Enjoy the Windy City. Enjoy the summer.
Yes.
And now this winters are, oh my God, Chicago is a beautiful city. I really enjoyed it. I went there on a book tour, and it's very rich in history. And the restaurants are just, I didn't get to visit much, but it's very interesting, fascinating city. All right, let's go to the 917 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. My name is Tim. I'm calling from New York.
Hi, Tim. I do not recognize your voice.
I don't think we spoke previously.
Well, I'm so happy you called, Tim. What you got for us, darling?
I was just wondering if there was any messages from Spirit at all, just in regards to me trying to bring some new abundance, new job, career pivot, that type of thing. I've been trying to set intentions before I go to sleep, just asking for my guides for their assistance. I'm just wondering if they're hearing my request.
That's awesome. From Erik, you pick his higher self, his guides, from you, whatever you think can bring him the message he needs, darling.
He said, so what I want to tell you is that people get it backwards in terms of connecting to their spirit guides. So when you think about connecting to your spirit guides, you're often like, you know what, I'm going to send them a message and I hope they hear, so I'm going to try to get to them this way or I'm trying to get to them that way. And what's happening from my side is that we feel that we are the beings that are not trying to help you. We are watching you because we look up to you, because we respect you. And we're like, oh, I wonder what this powerful being is going to choose. And is he going to remember his power and just create his own path? So when it comes to abundance, abundance is about mastering something. And abundance just happens to be a tool that comes about whenever you're deep in your mastery. So what that looks like is not like contacting us and saying, what should I do? Or are you guys hearing me? Or are you guys going to help me? What we're doing, we are like your squad on the other side. Like we're looking from the other side, cheering you on and trying to get you to understand your power so that you can choose, because abundance is something that humans are often looking at it like it's, okay, I'm going to do this, and then then this is the next step, and then that's the next step. Abundance is when you do what's in your heart, and then if you happen to create a career out of it, that's great, and then abundance comes in that way when you're thinking about money. But abundance is also just really doing what you love and not saying, well, I might get paid for it, but saying, I am going to get paid for it, and I am going to find a way to
or I already have to pay for it. I already have that abundance. Because even when you say, I am going to be paid, right? I am, that means you don't already have to pay.
But that's not where their belief system is, Mom, is what he said. So for people, see, where their belief system is, they're waiting on something that hasn't happened. So if you go into that with affirmations make you think about the future, which isn't here yet, which makes you feel kind of just doing something you don't believe. But if he says, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to look at this little situation as an opportunity, not a problem, but as an opportunity to do something I really love and to really make sure that I get paid. How am I going to be? This is a beautiful problem, like a mystery, like a puzzle for me to figure out how I'm going to get paid for it. And I'm going to get excited, not scared, but excited about finding ways to get paid for it. He said, because I don't care what you do. If you are one of those, he said, I saw one of these. He's showing me a memory of something. I don't know where he was, but there was like a clown. He said, I don't care if you're like that. If you're like one of these clowns that blows up balloons for kids in a mall or at birthday parties or stuff. And those efforts used to scare me. But if you come across the right clown who knows what they're doing, then, oh my gosh, people are like, give me, I'll give you my money. You're blowing up balloons and making unicorns out of people and, all sorts of stuff. So you're looking at things that you've never looked at before, and you're trying to access that something that he says is more like your ability to believe more in yourself. So that's not one career path. All the career paths that you used to do don't align to where the future is going. It doesn't align to where we are in 2020. So you got to dig deep into your gut and ask yourself, hey, Tim, what was it that I used to really want to do, but I put aside in order to make money and to survive? What was that? It's that you're missing.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
what is his obstacle? What obstacle is he dealing with right now? The biggest obstacle to abundance.
The biggest obstacle, Erik says, is that you can't seem to get out of kind of the restricted, kind of the ceiling above your head of however you used to make money and however you used to think, and it's not really available in the same way anymore, if at all. So it's just dwindling. So with that in mind, the whole world is changing, and now what I'm asking you to do is to toss it all aside. Toss it all aside and go back to way before then. You know, if money was not an issue right now, what would you be doing? And then we're going to be talking about money later. Like, what would you be doing? If you won the lottery right now, he told me this through my best friend Rabina today. He was like, listen to her. And then she goes, Pamela, if you won the lotto, what would you be doing? I'm like, finishing my books, what I'd be doing. It's real easy.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Well,
Okay.
I think you need to call back in, and I think what you need to do is what I think you're saying is like toss all your former ideas and just totally think outside the box. Just scramble everything up and wow, what does your heart say? You need to just completely destroy your old ways of thinking and just listen to your heart. And yeah. Erik, can you guide this dude?
Sounds good.
Be his guide. Help. Be this guide's dude, Erik. I mean, be this dude's guide.
He said, I got you, man. I got you.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it.
You call back, okay?
I will indeed.
Erik's going to watch over you. Look for signs, and they're not scary, but they'll be cute pranks.
You got it.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see. We got somebody from the... Come on. This keeps spinning.
956.
Yes, 956 area code.
Yes, hi, how are you? First-time caller.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? What's your first name?
My name is Tony.
Hi, Tony. How are you doing? How can I help you, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Texas.
Goody. We're in Texas. I'm from Houston.
Oh my God. I'm from San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio. Oh. I have a wonderful family from San Antonio that I love so much. I helped them get pregnant. Not really that way, but, they're such a lovely family. Oh, anyway.
Erik goes, Mom, that sounds so bad when you say it that way.
Well, you know, I am a doctor, and I use that all the time with my family. So, well, I say these things because I'm a doctor. And my oldest, who is now a doctor, says, Mom, and she draws a line and says, Mom, this is the line. And she goes across it and puts her finger down, and this is you. And you cross the line. Anyway, that's another story. Let's let this wonderful Texas girl talk. What's your first name?
It's Tony. Tony from Texas.
Oh, yeah. Tony. Okay, I'm 65 years old. I'm old. I'm allowed. Okay. Tony, the floor is yours. How can we help you?
How can I help? I would like, if you don't mind, if there's any messages from, I don't know exactly what you pick up, or, as far as me.
Okay. Erik, can you help Tony? Higher self, from Erik, from a message from you, any message that you think she needs to hear right now?
He says, so if someone came up to you, and said, I think that I know how to, say if you're a mom, I want to tell you, Tony, that I know how to raise your kids or your grandkids better than you do. I just want to know what you would tell them.
You wonder what I would tell them?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as anybody raising their kids perfect.
No, I tell you that's true.
It's people might think that they do a better job than others, but I strongly disagree with that. I think I do the best that I can with my children. Might not be perfect, but I do the best that I can.
Exactly. So when it comes to spirit guides, you're doing the best that you can, and that's your unique way. So would you, let's say, a psychic or a therapist or someone that's in the position that you might look up to tell you how you're going to raise your inner child, how you're going to like heal yourself, how it's best for you to clear your thoughts when you're having a hard time? I'm telling you, like, he said, I got another guy behind me going, preach, preach, preach. He brought someone in with him. I don't know who this person is yet. I'm still figuring it out. So they're here together, and I think it has to do with you, Tony, because someone's here with him, and it didn't show up. This guy did not show up until you were here. So this guy's going, preach, tell her. Nobody gets to tell her how to heal herself. She's doing great.
Yeah.
Is this a guide or a relative?
It's not a relative, but someone who is becoming a guide to her. Someone that she loves very much. This is someone crossed over.
Someone what?
Crossed over. I know we said we weren't doing that today, but it just happened.
Okay, who is becoming a guide for her. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Does she know this person?
Yes.
Well, I have. Oh, is it a male or a female?
It's a male.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he says, no one knows how to heal. You're doing great, and I love you.
Aww. The only one I could think of is the father of my child, which he did cross over 4 years ago.
That he's nodding, and he said, just like you wouldn't let anybody, he said, and hell, I wouldn't let anybody tell you how to raise our kids, but I will tell you that it's in your healing with your inner child. It's the same thing. No one gets to tell you that you're done or that you should stop grieving or that you should grieve in a certain way or that you should heal past the grief in a certain way. Please don't listen to that.
I heal when I'm ready and how I
Good on you, girl.
Feel is best for me to heal. I think I've done a good job. I'm not just I think that, I had some little turmoil, and it took me about a week to kind of like wake up and snap out of it.
Has somebody been telling you you've been raising the kids wrong?
No. I think everybody admires me because I'm a single parent, and they say that I'm doing a great job. I think I'm beating up myself on it. Because I want to do much better. Unfortunately, being a single parent is not easy. You have to work. You wish you could spend more time with them, and you're not able to. I wish I could have a partner, and it'll be like a little bit more easier that my kids, would have that other companion. But I haven't had anybody. I haven't met anybody worth. Does that make any sense?
The guy that's here, he kind of brushed off his shoulder. He goes, you mean you have nobody that's as good as me? Oh, come on. And he laughed. He's joking.
You know what? Her father was a really good person.
Yeah.
He was really a great person, very loving, very giving to people. He was, I would say 700 people went to his funeral.
Wow.
Yeah, he was
guy.
He
says he's around all the time. And literally Erik just stepped aside for him. Like I said I wasn't going to talk to deceased people today. And this guy came in and he was like, yeah, whatever, are you talking to me? And I'm like, okay, hey.
Hey, Erik. Erik, do you think that she would benefit by the second book that I wrote? Would that help her with her family and help her? It's so easy. It just makes parenting so much easier. Because you can learn from my mistakes. Do you think that would help her if I sent it to her?
He said she...
Or was she's too busy to even read it, probably, right?
Yes.
Mainly that, and he said she doesn't really struggle in these specific ways. Her struggle is the grief that's still there, but she's doing a lot better. And that's what her loved one's message is today, is that he's so proud of her, he loves her, and she's doing a lot better.
Okay. Yes, I'm actually.
Call back when you're through that.
A while back.
And I can send you that. Okay, darling?
Yeah, thank you
your
very
kids
much.
do something beautiful. All right, well, keep in touch. Okay, sweetie, we're here for you.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I'm very
Bye-bye.
proud of you. All right. I hope this is not just the first time. I hope it's not the only time. Okay? That you call.
This guy's
Us moms,
back. I'll be
us
back.
moms gotta stick together. Bye.
Yeah, that
Okay.
guy, Eric says, I like this
Uh-oh.
guy. Can I keep him?
Oh. Okay. I don't know if we've already talked to this person before, but let me try. 917 area code.
Hi, ladies. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Not much. I'm good. My name is Ashil.
Ashil, how are you doing? Have you called before? I don't recognize that name.
No, probably not. But if you hope maybe in the
Oh
past.
my gosh. That's so cool. We have so many newbies. Hi there, darling.
Can't you just? I'm just trying to see, career, love, what's coming up, because right now things are a little on the standstill, so to speak.
Oh, and you deserve so much. You do. Okay, Eric, can you help Ashil?
He said, I want you to take these two things and not put them together, because if you do, then you start kind of going to this space where you're looking at that, because both are changing, and both are changing in a really good way. Love, this year's going to be really good. By this fall, he said, I normally don't want to talk about time, but I will tell you, Achille, by this fall, that love is actually turning around in a way that you don't expect, that's really, really positive and healing and healthy.
Ooh.
So it's very, very interesting. And he said, so I don't want you to look at these two paths as side by side or together, absolutely at all, pretty much ever again, unless your own heart tells you to. But right now, just for the long term, just try to separate this, because career, it takes a little bit longer. You're going through big shifts there as well. And you don't want to look at things like, okay, all these things are shifting, so where's God in this? Because that's where you'll go. And you don't want to go there, because it'll be really sad. Love's about to turn around, and the other stuff just takes some time. The career just takes some time. It's a big adjustment on that one.
Okay.
Wow. That's exciting.
So love is what's coming first, right? If I understand you correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. In career, he said it would be easier for you to make a proper career change. There's a shift that's coming. It's like some of the things will be the same, but so many things are changing that it just makes you shake your head almost every day. So with that being said, with career, just let it go where it goes. It would be easier for it to come faster and shift faster if you let go of what you think it should be, because it's everything about your career is changing, almost everything.
Well, maybe it's going to be easier for him to let go of it if his mind and his heart is preoccupied with love.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Eric said he does work that way.
I feel it. Yeah. Awesome.
But,
I feel this. Wow. I feel excited for you. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. You call us and let us know when the date is. Huh? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say in terms of career, you're also right, because I'm self-employed. I have an online business, and it's been slowing down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to figure out a way to, maybe I need just to let it go, like you said, and just let things happen.
Let it change, and don't think about whether, Eric says, don't think about whether to let it go or not. Think about let it grow and change in the way it wants to grow and change.
Okay.
And there's a new service that you've been thinking about adding, and now, strangely enough, you're not going to think this logically, man, but now's the time for that. And then it's not going to make any sense. But I'm telling you, that service you're thinking about that doesn't make sense, it's there, it's ready, that's what wants to happen. But you got to step out of your own way and trust that.
Okay.
Hey, you never know. This new love of yours may be your muse. That may be a person that comes in with the new ideas. You don't know. Or the network, or whatever. So
you know what? I'm not.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all, to be honest with you, because I kind of felt like that a little bit anyway. So.
Yeah.
You never
All right,
know.
but just keep your heart open. Don't look for it. Keep your heart open. All right, I'm rooting for you, dude. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And keep talking to Erik, and keep asking him to guide you. Erik, I love you. Keep helping this guy. I know he deserves all of it. I feel good about this guy. And call back, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
He's got his hands up in the air, and like he's pumping his hand in the air, and he's like, shoot.
Oh, we believe in you. I feel something about this guy. I think that Erik does too. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay, we got somebody from the 561 area code. Hi there. How are you?
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi, we're fine.
And
How are
hi
you?
to Erik. Good. Thank you, Elisa, for creating this space for us again. As always,
sure,
you're awesome.
sweetie. Well, thank you. You are too?
Oh, thank you. I will have a question, and it's not. I want to know if let's see, Joseph Gregory Hallett, is he the real thing?
Joseph.
Oh, the King John thing?
Yeah,
King John III. Yeah, we're going to actually have a session on him pretty soon. I've got collecting questions. I don't think I have that much, but it's a lineup.
What's your idea of the real thing?
Is
like,
everything real? Is he the real?
Is everything he's claiming true?
Is he the rightful heir to the throne of England?
No. I'm like looking at that, I'm like, why would he be there? And Erik goes, yeah, no, like that.
Well, a lot of people think that the rest of them are just a bunch of reptilians. Because you know how they call it blue blood? Well, reptilians have copper in their blood. And that's where the word blue blood came from. So, I don't know.
Yeah, he's just looking at that. He's like, what does that even mean when you look back at it and you trace that out throughout history, the rightful heir to the throne? It should be the people. It should not be this person. It should not be the person that preceded or that comes after. It should not be these people. Like this whole lineage.
I know. I'm totally against the monarchy. That was just they shouldn't even own all this wealth.
But that person, there's something really sketchy about that meeting. Like very sketchy about that person.
Even the monarchy is sketchy. They just rape the people with all that wealth.
I guess the question would be: is he really going to take over?
Oh yeah, they'll let him through. They'll whoever the powers that be, they'll let that through. But it's just really not a good idea.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, we'll have a longer session about it. We will.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Can you email me? Can you email me some of your questions? Because we really need more.
Sure, absolutely.
And you already have given me a couple of really good ones, but of course it's already out of my mind. Little Teflon brain here.
Okay. I'll send you the ones that I have.
Awesome.
Good. Thank you. And if you think of more, just send them. I would really appreciate it.
You got it. You got
it. Thank you,
ladies. Love you, Erik.
You betcha. Love you.
You guys, mwah. He's flirting with you. Oh my gosh, Erik.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. He's a big flirt. Okay, we got somebody from the 970 area code. I hope it's not the same person because I'm not sure. 970 area code. Hi there. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
Lola.
Can you hear us? Hi, Lola.
Yes. Hi, I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh.
How are you guys doing?
One day I would love to just have a little bitty cabin in Colorado. I don't know where though. Evergreen maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, or Estes Park. Estes Park is nice.
Oh yeah, but I'd have to wait until we sell our place in Norway, and I have to wait till my father-in-law dies. Oh, he can't hear me.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's so far to fly over there. It's like it's it's right between Bergen and Oslo, so it's as far as you can possibly be flight-wise. Anyway, I'm taking you down a rabbit hole, but go ahead. What can we do
thank
for
you for
sweetie?
taking my call.
It's a pleasure.
Is there any messages from Erik that he thinks I should know? I have so many questions, but I want to know what he has to tell me.
Oh, I love the way you put that. That's, most people ought to say ask something like that. What does Lola really need to hear right now? Right here, right now.
Yes.
The most important thing.
He said if you were in a room completely by yourself, say thick glass walls all around you and nothing was going to get through, and this is kind of the image that he's sharing with me about your life, and there's all these people outside of the wall and they're like, hey Lola, this is the right decision. Hey Lola, that's the right decision. It gets overwhelming, but what if it's soundproof? What if it doesn't matter? What if you can just put black curtains all the way around that right now and go within? So when it comes to friends and family right now, I want you to understand that people communicate very ineffectively, and they don't always mean what they're trying to say, and they don't always say what they're trying to mean when it comes to you. And they just don't know the difference between what they really want to say before they open their mouths.
That's true. That's true.
So I want you to just, next time that happens, this is my meditation exercise. But Pamela likes meditation so much. Lola's going to go into a room, and she's understanding that it's a glass room, but she can put those curtains aside, and they're like steel. They're like trap doors. You can hear nothing. So you can do that even when people are talking to you and you feel like they're just a little out of line, that they don't know what they want. Just do that. And you don't have to take in their energy, because there's a lot of people around you right now, and you don't need to take in all this energy.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to ask. I was told that I was an empath.
Yeah. He goes, triple yes.
I have so much emotions.
Yeah.
When I'm around people, I'm either angry or anxiety or I can't be around people too much. And
and that's it right now. And you can't. There's a situation in your life that makes it kind of hard to not be around them, though. So whether that's work or whatever that is, he said that's when you use that meditation to block off the energy. You need to shield more, because you're not just any empath. He said he puts this cape on your back with an E on it, and he's like, look, it's super empath. So
some people look at me and they just back away.
Why?
That's the honest truth. I don't know. Like they're afraid of me, or I could be in the best mood.
Erik, why is that?
He said because she is a reflector. That's like people come with missions and in their contracts. So she's a reflector. That's her mission. So they look at her, and it's like looking into a universal mirror, a big mirror of all the things that they need to work on. So they're afraid of her. Feel it.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. And they just
that's interesting.
But for people who have worked through their, Erik, who's worked through their shit, they're not afraid of her, that they feel like comforted by her. And then they either really like Lola or they really are scared of what they're seeing in that mirror.
Because they see themselves.
Well, that makes sense.
So
does she have a bunch of open portals because she's an empath?
Yeah, she does. She's a physical medium as well. So there's certain things that happen with her body because of that mediumship. So she would probably need to close some portals and work on that type of energy to kind of like get some. You don't even get peace there, he said.
Yeah.
So is the portal in my home?
It is in your bedroom.
Oh.
Bedroom.
Okay, Lola, I am working on my portal closing, and I'm getting really good. So stay tuned, because I'm going to start offering to close people's portals, and it's amazing. Like I closed Lucas's portals, and my son, and all of a sudden he went from $15 an hour on his little, and now he got offered to go to California to make $12,000 a month, and then he gets to go to Seattle to make $16,000 a month. It's amazing. And my daughter,
that's awesome.
She got a 10% increase in her step 2 practice test for medical school. So it really freaking works. It's amazing. So stay tuned because there will be announcements, but I want to practice more.
Lisa, Erik comes through and he's holding out his hand to Lucas and he goes, "You know what? You owe me. You owe me something. Pay up. It's time. Even from beyond the veil, you still owe me."
Oh, I know. I'll give you a kiss when we get over there. Honestly, I just love helping people, but I have to learn how to not get sick when I'm doing it. That's a problem. But that's going to come. All right.
Can I ask a question? Is there a portal in my home now?
In the bedroom is what he was saying.
In my bedroom?
Bedroom. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'll close it for you when I know how to not get sick, okay?
I will. Oh, that would be great. That's scary.
And that will be soon. That will be soon, sweetie. All right, let's go on to the next portal.
Thank you.
Let's go to the next portal. Okay, next.
Thank you, bye.
Here we go. Sure, baby. Okay. 516 area code. How you doing? Who we got here? Hi there.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Who we got here?
Yes, hey, Elisa. Hey, Erik.
Hi.
Elisa, thank you for all you do. My name is Nancy from New York.
Oh, yeah.
I called many times. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I have to thank Erik because last month he pranked me with the smell, and he showed up in my dream, and he said, "What's up?" And the minute I was going to ask him something, I don't see him anymore, and the smell, the Cheeto smell. So, yeah. And I have a question for Erik. I want to ask him, I don't know if it's in my contract. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like maybe I could go and maybe come back in another lifetime to finish my contract. It's like I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that wishful thinking?
Erik said it's really, really difficult with this kind of stuff, guys, but if you are still in the body, it means that your time, that you still have it, So to try to wish for that contract to be up, you're going to cut it off before you can do some powerful things. So that was really interesting because as he was saying that, like when we were talking, he came through with this, I don't know how to say it, like Orisha is what he's calling this being. With an Orisha, he's never come through with an Orisha. So Orisha is, I probably don't have to tell you what they are, Nancy. It's a part somewhere of your...
Pause. I'm sorry. Why is there an echo? Because I can't understand people. Is somebody on speakerphone or?
No, I'm not on speakerphone. I'm on regular phone.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Erik,
you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
As long as everyone can hear each other, that's fine. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's an Orisha, this ancient African deity around, and she cleared, there was this smoke around you as you were talking, and she just breathed, and Erik was watching, he's like, oh my God, and all the smoke started clearing around you, and it just started leaving. So it was very, very interesting, and she says, I've heard this name before. It's like with a key. I'm asking Erik to get this song because I've heard it before.
What is that? I can't hear you.
There's a being around you that wants to help with the way you feel because your consciousness isn't up. And it is an Orisha being. It's an African Orisha deity.
Okay.
So she cleared the smoke around you and she said, your time is not up. And you need to understand that you can find peace, and I'm going to help you with this.
Okay, I hope so, because I'm like, my God, I mean, can I come back and do it? Because it's like, I even called on Erik. I said, Erik, what do you think? Because I'm like, tell her I said thank you. So we'll see, hopefully, because I don't know. That's the way I feel to go. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'll research her name. You said Oisha? That's her name?
Well, it wasn't her name. It was the type of deity she is. She's an ancient deity. They call themselves Orishas. So she's an ancestor, and it's like Orisha.
Orisha. Okay.
Orisha.
Okay, yes, Orisha. I'll research her name. Thank you, though. Thank you. Tell her I said thank you. Erik, thank you. I love
and Nancy, you bet. Nancy, look in the blogs. Go to the search bar on the homepage of the Channeling Erik with a K bar and look up a break from being human, because that might help a little bit. Okay, sweetie?
Okay, thank you so much. Elisa, thank you for all you do. You changed my life. And Erik, thank you so much.
Erik,
I love you, Erik. Thank you. Maybe
Erik
is the reason that I'm still alive, because if it wasn't for Erik, maybe I will not find channeling.
You're
Erik,
a very strong woman. You're a very strong woman, and you're meant to be here.
I'm trying, Elisa. I'm trying
hey, we
so
love
hard.
you. We're here for you. We are here for you, okay?
Thank you so much. I wish one day we could meet, Elisa. I don't want to take your
will.
time, but I wish one day we will meet, especially maybe after the COVID thing,
I hope
Definitely,
so.
I have
make
to
it
meet
happen.
you. I hope I get to meet you before I leave, before I go on the other side. That's my
make
wish.
it happen. Let's make it happen, darling.
Thank you so much for your times, guys. Thank you, Pamela.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We love you. Oh, I love her. I really do. So many people to love, so little time. Okay. Okay, come on. Click. Work. Okay. There we go. Spin. And we got somebody from the 970 area code. This number looks familiar.
Hello?
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I know that's what you said last time. I'm fine. Thank you, ladies. And I want to ask Erik a question.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Who
Ruth.
are you? That's the toll to get in. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Ruth. Is
Ruth.
there somebody else on the line? Yeah,
that.
Ruth.
Hi, Ruth. How are you?
Hi. I'm fine.
Good.
I wanted to ask Erik a question. What can he tell me what I need to know?
The most Erik, tell Ruth what the most important thing she needs to know right now. Please, darling.
He said, I need you to pay attention to a bunch of things. It's like equal order, and you're trying to pick the most important, but right now it's hard because there's like seriously 3 or 4 things. So first of all, I want to talk about your sleeping patterns. I don't care what you need to do. If you need to get something to put by your Wi-Fi at night because the EMFs in your environment are bothering you, you're not sleeping right, and it's really starting to affect you. That's the first thing, like the biggest thing, I guess, out of all the things. And then the other thing, I want you to pay attention because you got yourself out of some hard patterns when it comes to controlling people and people who kind of like gaslight you. That there's have the patterns of narcissists, she said. So that he said narcissists and empaths have patterns together. So being that that's been your pattern and you've been breaking that pattern and it's going so well, you don't want to invite it to come back in. So I want you to think about that with like new friends or new people in your life. If you have invited another pattern like this in, that is so important right now. Just observe that.
Okay.
What is gaslighting for the rest of the class? I can't remember what it is, but I know it's very common.
Yeah. You can change it.
I've been stressed, and to tell you the truth, I have sure been cussing a lot. I mean, it's awful, and that's not really me. But I've been so stressed, so that I just cuss a lot, and that's not really me.
Well,
he said you're an overwhelmer. Yeah, you're on overwhelm, Erik said. So when you're on overwhelm, you're holding things in, things that you want to say. So going back to the pattern that I was telling you about, you need to be breaking those patterns. Otherwise, you're getting angry and it's getting really like it's building up and building up and building up. And then, of course, you're going to cuss.
I know. Yeah. So mainly it's the sleep. And then it's, I'm sorry, it's sleep. And then what else was it? I'm writing it down.
The karmic patterns in your life where you are very sensitive and people kind of talk at you and they sort of like, you have a lot of powerful people who want to like befriend you or be around you, but they kind of have he says they have narcissistic tendencies. He doesn't like to label people as narcissists, but he'll say they have tendencies, right? And they act that like overwhelms your body and your mind, and you can't even think your own thoughts. You have this pattern, and he wants you to break this pattern because that's why you're so stressed. It's because of that. It's not because of too much of anything. It's because of too much of it's not systems. It's these people. It's this pattern.
Do you know somebody in your life that is like that?
I can think of two people.
Yeah.
Two people.
Mm-hmm. Are they both in her life? Or are they both that, Erik?
One more regularly than the other out of those two.
Okay. Is it the younger one or the older one?
The older one.
Okay. Should she get rid of that person or what?
Just put up boundaries. Learn to speak what she's really saying, what he says. She wants to say so many things, and then she doesn't say, and then later she looks back at the communication, and she says, oh, my gosh, I just really want to say this, and why didn't I?
Oh, I hate that. Oh, God.
Well,
so step down,
actually, I do. I say it, but it's like when I say the F word, it's like they pay attention. Does that make sense?
He's laughing.
You should cuss.
He said, but maybe you're just stepping into your power when you're able to do that. And that's what I want you to do. I don't care if it's cursing at this point because you're going to explode if you don't say your truth soon and more often.
Just say your truth.
Okay.
Say your truth. Let them know you're not going to take their shit. All right, good. Good girl.
Thank you.
Girl.
Don't
put up the shit. All right. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay. You bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And I need to close her portals, too. I got to close some portals. God, you know that over 80% of people have open portals?
That's what he said, yeah.
And about 15% have portals that need to be open that aren't. Okay, so, so says Erik. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Okay, we've got somebody from the 847 area code. Hi there, how are you doing?
Hi, this is Sharon. I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm good. Hi, Sharon. What's up?
Well, I guess I would just also like to ask Erik if he has any messages or particularly anything or things he thinks I should know at this time.
Sure, darling. Erik, what does he really need to know?
So here's the thing with Sharon. Okay, so you are also a healer and empath. And he breathes. He's like, she needs to breathe. She's got so much going on in her heart energies. She's got so much emotions that she's trying to work through right now. And people around just kind of aren't understanding, and they're expecting her to work the same and act the same and think the same. And she's not the same. She has completely changed. So she's she's doing a life renovation, but she needs to let herself, is what he's saying. She's not fully letting herself because there's a fear there. So it's better to face the fear than to keep kind of dealing with what you're dealing with, people expecting you to be how you were in the past when you are completely different. You just had such an empowered change. It's not an easy change. It's just not an easy change.
Does that make sense?
I guess I have to think about it.
Yeah. And here's the other thing that's important. Don't catastrophize. He said catastrophizing is when like you get scared of something and anxiety kicks in and then you make like a mountain out of a molehill before you know it.
Yeah, that's definitely something I've been trying to work on.
Yeah. So the changes that he's talking about are energetic. They're spiritual, not like personality or any of these spiritual changes.
Is there anything I can do to move them forward, or to even be more aware of what the changes are and when I need to make them, or ways to help me recognize?
The biggest thing with you is like being very open about what needs to shift about your diet, because it's physical stuff that hold back your spirit guides from being able to fully get in. It's all physical, and it's mainly food.
Oh shoot! Okay. I have a terrible appetite, so a lack of appetite. So eating anything is a struggle for me, and so I'm kind of giving up. I'll just eat bad food because at least I'm getting rid of the headache or the stomach pain.
He said, you know what you can do is you can just do like smoothies or juices or something. Then that way you will, appetite or not, you'll start to at least get nutrients back.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I can do better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Maybe she'd benefit by talking to one of the mediums. It's a little longer. I don't think this is just enough.
He says Jennifer.
Oh, maybe Jennifer. So if you're still listening, maybe Jennifer Dorn at psychicmediumjenniferdorn.com.
Okay, actually, I have talked to Jennifer, and I will again.
Okay, he says
talk to her about diet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Erik.
About the energy patterns, that's going to help. Talk to her about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. All right, sweeties. Okay, let's see if we can squeeze one more in. And by the way, guys, I'm putting all of Pamela's information, all of her Patreon links and all that in the description box. And here we go, 208 area code. Hi there, how are you doing? What's your first name and how can we help you?
Hi, my name is Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy.
Chrissy, have you called in before?
I have not.
I didn't think so. Hi, Chrissy. I'm so happy to have a brand new newbie.
I'm so glad you're taking my call. Thank you.
You betcha. How can we help you, darling?
Well, this is kind of a silly question. I've been struggling on and off with someone in my life. That's 5 years ago. And his name's Oliver, but we kind of go in circles because I met him when he came to my state, but he was like a soldier from England. And so we hit it off.
Wow.
And contact ever since. But it's kind of old, off and on.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been pretty much contact for the last 5 years. And I want to know if anything's going to come of that.
So what do you say, Erik? And there's no silly questions, by the way. I'll just tell you.
Yeah, I didn't really get the question to ask him, but he's kind of like he's putting his face in his palm, and he's like, "Oh, this doesn't look good." But what was your question?
Well, I was just wondering if, because we both reminisce, and both talk about meeting up again someday, but I just don't know if that's like something that's going to happen, or are we like going to be together
are they meant to be? Is something going to happen between them?
Yes and then no. So what that looks like, just looking at the future with that, is one of these things that you meet up again and then almost the same exact thing happens, and he's like, "I'm sorry," and he puts his head in his face, his kind of head in his hands, and he says it's a big karmic connection, a big energy connection, many past lifetimes with these two. And it's very interesting, but this is not, it's not gonna, for the near future anyway, not something that's gonna work out.
Okay.
Call back again. We need more on this. Call back again. Oh, I can't deal with this. All right, well, thank you guys for calling. You need to call back again. I can't deal with this. All right, thank you, everybody, and stay tuned. We got 19, 18, oh, God. All right, y'all, stay tuned for next Tuesday. And thank you so much, Pamela. Thank you, Erik. I love you both.
I love you, Mom.
And just stay tuned, and all of Pamela's links are going to be in the description box. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.